Welcome to today's speech. There is a very famous saying that has stood the test of time. You become what you think about most. It is true that our thoughts are the foundation of everything we do, every decision we make, and ultimately, they shape our lives. If we think about success and growth, we will move towards those things. On the other hand, if we are consumed by anxiety, fear, or self-doubt, our future will reflect exactly that. You may not realize it, but your daily thoughts are creating your future. Positive thinking doesn't just influence actions, it creates tangible results. Imagine every time you believe in yourself, you give yourself the opportunity to go further, face challenges, and eventually overcome them. Conversely, every time you doubt or deny your abilities, you are placing obstacles in your own way, preventing progress. That is the invisible yet powerful force of your mindset. Ask yourself a simple question. What are you thinking about every day? This isn't an easy question to answer because often we don't realize that the small unconscious worries are gradually influencing how we act and make decisions in life. We have the power to choose how we think. We can choose to focus on the positive, on opportunities, on ways to improve our lives. Or we can let ourselves be drawn into negativity, only seeing difficulties and refusing to act out of fear of failure. But today, I want us to explore together how we can turn positive thinking into a powerful tool, not only to achieve success, but also to live a meaningful and fulfilling life. How you think will determine everything from how you face challenges, how you act each day, to how you perceive the world around you. Are you ready to discover those amazing possibilities? Next, we will dive deeper into how your mindset affects your life and the strategies to effectively manage your thinking. As mentioned earlier, our mindset not only affects how we perceive the world, but also determines our actions. To understand this better, try reflecting on the successes and failures in your own life. You will notice that in most situations, your mindset played a decisive role. When you were confident and believed in your abilities, you likely found it easier to overcome challenges and achieve success. On the contrary, if you were overwhelmed by doubt and fear, even opportunities right in front of you became difficult to grasp. One of the most striking examples of how mindset shapes reality is the story of Michael Jordan. Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time, was once cut from his high school basketball team for not being good enough. Many people in that situation might have given up on their dreams, but Jordan did not. He turned that initial failure into motivation to train harder and develop his skills. The key point here is that Jordan didn't allow failure to damage his self-belief. Instead, he used it to propel himself forward. This brings us to an important lesson. When you face failure, how you respond to it will determine the final outcome. A positive mindset will help you view failure as a stepping stone to learning, while a negative mindset might cause you to fall and give up. Therefore, it's essential not only to maintain a positive mindset during times of success, but also to apply it in the most challenging moments of life. As we've discussed, choosing positive thoughts is a skill anyone can learn. However, many people are often caught in a cycle of negative thinking without realizing they have control over it. We must understand that mindset is not a static thing. It is constantly evolving. More importantly, we can shape our mindset in the way we want. Choosing positive thinking isn't just about seeing things through a brighter lens, but also about how you handle negative emotions. When you face difficulties or feel disappointed, instead of letting those emotions control you, focus on the positives that you can control. For example, if you experience a failure at work, rather than thinking, "I'm not good enough," ask yourself, "What can I learn from this situation and how can I improve for the next time?" Changing the way you deal with failure will help you see things from a different perspective and act more positively. To do this, you need to practice recognizing and replacing negative thoughts. The first step is to be aware of the negative thoughts that arise in your mind. Often we don't realize we are thinking negatively until those feelings start to take over. Ask yourself each time you feel anxious or doubtful, is this really true? How can I change this situation? Asking yourself these questions will help break the cycle of negative thinking and begin to shift your mindset toward a more positive direction. Your beliefs not only influence your actions, but also affect how others perceive and treat you. When you believe in yourself and your abilities, you project positive energy, and those around you will sense that. Positive belief not only helps you develop personally, but is also a key factor in building good relationships with others. Imagine an entrepreneur trying to attract investment for their project. If they don't believe in their own abilities, how can they convince investors? Of course, they cannot. On the other hand, if they believe in their project, in the capabilities of their team, and in themselves, they will radiate confidence that others cannot ignore. This is a perfect example of how belief not only influences personal actions, but also impacts those around you. In everyday life, building and maintaining positive belief is an ongoing process. It requires constantly reinforcing your belief in yourself by facing challenges and overcoming them. When you succeed in small tasks, you will gain more confidence in your ability to tackle bigger challenges. And over time, you will build a cycle of success, where each small achievement reinforces your belief and leads to greater success. When you allow negative thinking to dominate, you not only create mental barriers, but also block your own growth. Negative thinking is one of the main causes of failure in life. When you believe you can't do something, you will never try. And if you never try, you will never have the chance to succeed. One of the biggest consequences of negative thinking is procrastination. When you think negatively, you tend to delay taking action because you fear failure or doubt your ability. This procrastination leads to delays in reaching your goals and can sometimes cause you to miss valuable opportunities. Instead of taking action, you get stuck in a cycle of worry and self-criticism. So how do we overcome negative thinking? The most important thing is to learn to recognize these thoughts when they arise. Every time you feel worried or doubtful, pause and ask yourself, is this really true? Challenge your negative thoughts and find ways to replace them with more positive ones. You can start by changing the way you talk to yourself. Instead of saying, I can't, try saying, I will try, or I can learn from this situation. Replacing negative thoughts with positive ones is a long process that requires patience. But if you persist, you will find that your mindset will gradually change, and that will lead to positive changes in your life. In everyday life, all of us face challenges. Whether it's related to work, family, or personal relationships, nothing is ever easy or always goes smoothly. However, what differentiates successful people from those who fail is not the level of difficulty they encounter, but how they face it. And that begins with mindset. Let's imagine you are facing a major challenge at work. It could be a project that isn't going as planned, or a conflict with a colleague. When you think negatively, you feel stuck, anxious, and unsure where to start in solving the problem. On the other hand, if you maintain a positive mindset, you remind yourself that every challenge has a solution, and you begin to look for ways to overcome it. A person with a positive mindset sees challenges as opportunities for growth and learning rather than as failures. A positive mindset not only helps you view problems more clearly, but it also opens up creative ideas. When you approach problems with positivity, you can easily come up with various solutions and select the most appropriate one. Conversely, when you think negatively, your mind becomes paralyzed with worry, preventing you from thinking clearly to find the best solution. A typical example of this is Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla. Musk encountered numerous difficulties in developing his two major corporations. At one point, SpaceX faced failure after 3 consecutive failed rocket launches. However, instead of giving up, Musk remained confident that he could resolve the technical issues. With a positive mindset, he and his team continued to persevere, and the 4th launch was successful, ushering in a new era for the private space industry. This is a clear example of the power of mindset when facing challenges. One thing we need to understand is that positive thinking doesn't mean denying reality or ignoring difficulties. Positive thinking is how you choose to perceive problems and act in the face of challenges. When faced with small difficulties in life, instead of focusing on negative emotions, ask yourself, what can I do right now to improve this situation? The key is not to let difficulties make you lose control. We need to focus on what we can control and act wisely. For example, when facing financial issues, consider where you can cut expenses, find additional income from side jobs, or sell unnecessary items. Don't let financial difficulties drag on simply because you are afraid to face and solve them. A positive mindset will help you see solutions in situations that seem unsolvable. In major challenges such as losing a job, a breakup, or a serious health issue, positive thinking becomes even more crucial. You may feel overwhelmed, which is natural. But after overcoming the initial emotions, what you need to do is focus on the next steps. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? What is the most important thing I need to do right now to start over? Positive thinking will help you see the light at the end of the tunnel and find ways to move forward instead of being buried in despair. When talking about success, we cannot ignore the importance of learning from those who are better than us. One of the most important things you can do in your journey of personal and professional growth is to learn from people who have achieved the success you desire. These people could be experts in your field, successful entrepreneurs, or individuals who have overcome many challenges to achieve greatness. Warren Buffett, one of the greatest investors of all time, once said that he reads at least 500 pages of books every day. The reason is simple. Buffett believes that continuous learning from books and from those who came before is the best way to develop oneself and achieve success. When you learn from people who are better, you save a lot of time and effort because you don't have to repeat the same mistakes others have made. Another example is Bill Gates, the founder of Microsoft. Gates consistently emphasizes the importance of learning and continuously improving knowledge. He shares that Microsoft's success didn't happen by chance, but was the result of him and his team constantly learning from predecessors and the most advanced technologies. You can also apply this to your own life. Find people who have achieved what you desire and learn from them. This can be through reading books, taking online courses, or directly seeking their advice. When you learn from those who are better, you not only shorten your path to success, but also avoid many pitfalls and mistakes along the way. One crucial aspect for positive thinking to lead to success is having clear goals and a specific action plan. Positive thinking without clear direction is merely an illusion. When you have a specific goal, your mindset naturally gravitates toward achieving it. It's like holding a map. You know where you are and where you need to go. The goal is like the destination on the map, and the action plan is the route you will take to reach that destination. Consider a successful entrepreneur like Jeff Bezos. Bezos didn't start Amazon without a goal. From the very beginning, he clearly defined that he wanted Amazon to become the largest online bookstore in the world, and later the largest e-commerce platform. With this clear goal, Bezos created a detailed action plan and continuously improved it to achieve his objectives. You also need to clearly define your goals in every aspect of your life, from career, finances, and personal relationships to health. Once you have set your goals, write down specific action plans for each one. This helps you stay focused and not lose direction during the process of achieving them. Positive thinking is not something we can do once and expect long-lasting results. It is a habit, a behavior that needs to be consistently maintained daily to create sustainable change in life. Like any other habit, building the habit of positive thinking requires persistence, commitment, and a clear process. One of the first steps to building the habit of positive thinking is establishing daily rituals. Every morning, spend at least 10 minutes focusing on the positive things you want to experience throughout the day. This could be time for you to plan for important tasks, remind yourself of long-term goals, or simply reflect on the things you are grateful for. This practice helps you start the day with a positive mindset and full of energy. For example, instead of checking your phone and getting caught up in the negative news on social media, take time to read an inspirational book, practice meditation, or write down 3 things you're grateful for in life. This not only helps you maintain a positive mental state, but also makes each day more valuable. Another method to create the habit of positive thinking is to establish an action mindset. Every time you come up with a new idea, don't just think about it, but take immediate action. For instance, if you have an idea for a new project at work, start drafting a basic plan right away instead of delaying. Action turns ideas into reality and helps you overcome fear of failure or laziness. Additionally, managing thoughts in negative situations is an essential part of the habit of positive thinking. When faced with a difficult situation, instead of focusing on negative or uncontrollable factors, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or, what is the most important thing I can do right now to change the situation? Focusing on what you can control helps reduce anxiety and builds confidence that you have the ability to solve problems. Remember that positive thinking does not mean denying reality, but choosing to focus on solutions rather than worrying about the problem. A prime example of building the habit of positive thinking is the legendary athlete Michael Jordan. Jordan is famous for his persistence and ability to overcome every challenge in his basketball career. One of the factors that contributed to his extraordinary success was his positive mindset and habit of facing challenges with a never-give-up attitude. Jordan shared that whenever he failed, he never saw it as the end, but always considered it a lesson to improve himself and become better the next time. To build the habit of positive thinking, you need persistence and discipline. This doesn't mean you'll never encounter negative thoughts. However, when you learn to transform those thoughts into positive actions, your life will change significantly. You will no longer be trapped in worries, fears, or feelings of disappointment. Instead, you will keep moving forward, confident that you can overcome any challenge. Remember, The habit of positive thinking doesn't come naturally. It requires commitment, practice, and daily perseverance. But once you have developed it, it will become a powerful tool to help you overcome all difficulties and achieve great goals in life. To achieve success, one of the core factors you need is the ability to set clear and specific goals. Goals are like a compass guiding you to the right destination that you desire. Without clear goals, it's easy to get lost and lack the motivation to strive. A study found that only 3% of adults have written goals with specific, measurable plans. Amazingly, this group has achieved far more success than the rest. This is not by chance. When you set clear goals, you create a roadmap to follow, and this helps you focus on what needs to be done to achieve the desired result. A prominent example of the power of setting clear goals is Oprah Winfrey, one of the most successful and influential women in the world. Oprah once said that one of the key factors that helped her achieve success was the ability to set specific goals for her life and career. As a young woman, Oprah set the goal of becoming a major influence in media, and with persistence and a strong focus on her goals, she made it happen. You can apply this principle in your own life. To start, ask yourself, what do I want to achieve in life? Then, write down specific goals for each area of your life, such as career, finances, health, relationships, and personal development. When you write down your goals, they become clearer and help you focus on the next steps to achieve them. Another important factor is setting realistic and measurable goals. If you only set vague goals like, I want to be rich or I want to be happy, they won't be specific enough to guide your actions. Instead, set clear goals like, I want to earn $100,000 in the next 12 months, or I want to dedicate at least 30 minutes each day to exercise. When goals are measurable, you can easily track your progress and adjust your plans when needed. Discipline is the key factor that helps you achieve the goals you have set for yourself. No matter how clear your goals are or how perfect your plan may be, without the discipline to execute them, everything will remain just an idea. Discipline is not merely the ability to stick to plans, but also the strength to uphold your commitments during the most challenging times. When you have discipline, you know how to forego short-term pleasures to achieve long-term goals. This helps you stay focused and not be distracted by external factors. One of the clearest examples of discipline can be seen in the lives of professional athletes. They must adhere to strict training regimens and scientific diets every day, whether they feel tired or not. A prime example of discipline is Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo is renowned for his iron discipline in training and taking care of his body. His discipline has enabled him to maintain peak performance for many years, making him one of the greatest footballers of all time. To develop discipline and focus, you need to start with the small things in daily life. The first thing is to set personal rules and strictly adhere to them. For example, you can set a goal to wake up every day at 6 a.m., spend 30 minutes exercising, and then dedicate 1 hour to learning a new skill. When you maintain these habits over time, they will become an integral part of your life, helping you easily focus on what's important. In addition, focus is another key factor in achieving discipline. In the modern world, we are surrounded by countless distractions such as social media, emails, messages, and many other things. To maintain focus, you need to know how to manage your time and work environment effectively. One effective strategy to maintain focus is the Pomodoro technique, in which you break your work into 25-minute intervals followed by 5-minute breaks. This method helps you maintain concentration for short but effective periods. Always remember that discipline and focus are not innate traits, but skills that can be trained and developed over time. The important thing is to persist and not lose heart in the face of challenges, as all success stems from the smallest disciplined actions. Success doesn't come overnight. It is the result of continuous actions, small but persistent efforts, every day. No matter how disciplined and focused you are, if you don't take action, everything will remain theoretical. This means you need to turn your plans and goals into specific daily actions to achieve long-term success. One of the most important principles to remember is act immediately when you have an idea. Many people have a tendency to procrastinate, thinking that they need to wait for better conditions or a perfect time to act. But the truth is, there is no perfect time. Every day that passes without action is a wasted opportunity. Don't wait. Start with small steps and adjust gradually as you progress. A prime example of the power of consistent action is Steve Jobs and the process of creating Apple. Initially, Jobs had no background in computer technology or engineering, but he started with the simple idea of making a personal computer that was easy for everyone to use. From small steps like creating designs, researching the market, and working tirelessly with his team, he turned Apple into one of the greatest tech companies in the world. This proves that success doesn't only come from grand ideas, but from executing small but consistent actions. Continuous action not only helps you improve in terms of skills and knowledge, but also helps you accumulate valuable experience. Every action, big or small, brings you closer to your goal. Sometimes you will encounter difficulties and unexpected failures, but remember, failure is part of the process of success. Failure teaches you to learn, adjust, and grow stronger. A key tip to maintain continuous action is to break large goals into specific, manageable tasks. For example, if your goal is to complete a large project within 6 months, break it down into smaller tasks for each week or day. This way, you won't feel overwhelmed by the large workload and can focus on each part more effectively. When you maintain action every day, no matter how small, you will gradually see changes in your life. Success is not the final destination, but the journey you take every day with steady steps. Remember that every small action, each passing day, is a step closer to success. If you start today, keep learning, persist in your actions, and maintain discipline, you will be able to achieve any goal you set in life. Action is the key to unlocking the door to the success you've always dreamed of. We have walked through the essential steps of changing your life through mindset and specific actions. You can see that all success in life starts from within your mind, from the smallest of thoughts. Positive thinking not only helps you improve the quality of your life, but is also the most important factor in achieving your bigger goals. I encourage you to take some time to reflect on what you have learned today. Start writing down clear goals and the specific steps you will take to achieve them. This is not an easy process, but with persistence and continuous action, you will be able to see the progress and success that you desire. Now, I want you to take real action. Don't let these lessons stay as something you've just heard. Turn them into concrete action starting right now. Below are some simple steps you can take today. Write down your goals. They don't have to be grand goals right from the start. Begin with what you truly want to change in your life. It could be a small habit change or a bigger plan for your career and finances. Create a list of small actions. Write down the actions you can take immediately. Every action, no matter how small, will bring you closer to your goal. For example, if you want to advance in your career, a simple action could be reading a book every day or learning a new skill. Maintain discipline. Discipline is crucial to keeping you on track. Stick to the rules you've set for yourself and don't let procrastination kill your motivation. Every day of action brings positive results. Think positively every day. Start each day with positive affirmations. Tell yourself that you can do it and that every challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. Track and assess progress. At the end of each week, take some time to assess your progress. This helps you adjust your plans if necessary and gives you a sense of achievement. I believe you can do it. The journey to changing your life isn't easy, but it's certainly worth the effort. The first steps may be hard, but once you start, you'll see yourself becoming stronger and more confident with each passing day. Remember, the right mindset is the foundation of all success. What you think about every day, the goals you set, and the actions you take will shape your future. The most important thing is to always believe in yourself. You can achieve anything if you truly want it and act relentlessly. Finally, I want you to remember, your life is not determined by circumstances, but by your mindset and actions. You hold the key to your success. Start today, take small steps, and persevere until the end. Success is waiting for you.